This game on Midnight Sports is made possible by Mirrors. Well, welcome on in, hockey fans, to the Ice Hutch in Mount Vernon, New York, for the first game of this season's coverage on Midnight Sports Radio. The temperatures outside are dropping, but the games are just starting to heat up on this very special edition of Midnight Sports Radio. We've got the East Coast answer to Friday Night Lights. It's the start of a new season, and boy, have we missed you. Got over 30 New York City Raiders Bantam games for you on tap this season, and while the uniforms may have changed, the bad jokes have not. The Raiders come in tonight's game, having won their first game of the season 3-2 against North Park this past Saturday. And for those who are not in attendance, Coach Danny Coffey returns behind the bench for this Bantam team, and he is joined by Mike Gosler and Pete Marchuka. Nearly half the old Skyliners Bantam team from last season has aged up into the 16U bracket, and some new faces have joined the old to complete a Raiders team of 16 skaters and 2 goalies. Veterans Sam Berliner and Luke Marchuka potted goals against North Park, and the scoring was rounded out by newcomer Blake Hyder. Both Raiders goalies got ice time in the last game, with Jason Bricker, who will start tonight, posting a shutout for his portion of the game in the comeback victory. The South Westchester Blackhawks come into this game with a record of 0-3-1, having lost close contests with the AA Polar Bears, Team Philadelphia, and the Atlantic City Sharks earlier this month. This past weekend, the Blackhawks tied Snyder Hockey 4-4. The Blackhawks offense is to be respected, as they've scored multiple goals in each of their games. A programming note: Midnight Sports will have coverage of the Raiders' Saturday morning game at 10:30 a.m. at Aviator Sports Complex, and Midnight Sports Radio will have coverage of the Saturday evening game at 7 p.m., which is a rematch against North Park. So make sure to set your calendar reminders now, as we'd love to have you join us. While tonight's game is an exhibition, it's another step in getting the Raiders ready for the regular season, so grab a drink, sit back, and relax. It's Friday Night Lights with the New York City Raiders against the South Westchester Blackhawks on Midnight Sports Radio. Coming up next. Well, the teams are getting set here. We're in the Ice Hutch, a giant bubble here in Mount Vernon, sort of like City Ice Pavilion if you've been on steroids. Bricker will skate out to his net now. Bricker out to his net now. And it looks like we're going to have a starting line of Vigliotti, Samosi, and Kalemba out there for the Raiders. Puck drop. Blackhawks win that back into the neutral zone. They've got it now at the halfway line. Vigliotti gums up the puck there. Samosi helps him out. Blackhawks pour forward now into the offensive zone. 4:49 left to go here. Puck rolls in on Bricker. He's able to just block her aside. Now the puck comes all the way to the blue line. Shot comes in, rockets past the cage. Blackhawks still have possession here in the near corner. Try and go forehand, backhand in on the Raiders. Raiders are able to turn the puck right out of the zone, get it to the blue line, but not out. Blackhawks again fire a shot wide of the cage. Now the Blackhawks collect here at the near half boards. They throw a shot in. Sneaky one on Bricker. He's equal to the task. And the puck rolls around to the far half boards. Now into the far corner. Fauci tries to pick it up there. He's got his partner, Krzyzewski, out there with him. Blackhawks miss a pass into the slot. Samosi picks up the puck, uses the boards, gets that up, but not out of the zone. Blackhawks will again try to recover in the far corner. They do. They're at the half boards there. Wiped out of the play by Kalemba. And now the Raiders look to take over. Bigliotti gets it on his forehand, tries to use the boards to get it out of the zone. Still not out. Redirected shot comes in on Bricker. Another save there. Puck rolls into the slot. Puck sits there in the slot. Shot comes up over Bricker's blocker and glove after a nice leg pad save. Boy, that was a bouncing puck. But the Blackhawks put that in. 13:50 left to go here in the first period. It's Blackhawks 1, Raiders nothing. Well, that was a quick strike there by the Blackhawks. The Raiders will look to get it back quickly. They've got Marchuka now at center. Finkelstein and Petrosinelli out there with him as the forwards. Chris Tanoff now as a defender. Raiders look to get this out of their zone after the Blackhawks won the faceoff. They do. Blackhawks dump it back in. Offsides waved off there. The Blackhawks keep possession in the offensive zone. They go into the slot. Shot comes in, goes wide of the cage. Bricker may have gotten a touch on that with the save. Another shot comes in. Bricker very equal to the task there at the near post. Stands that puck up. Goes rolling to the far corner, and now it's at the end boards. Raiders try and get the puck out of the zone. Unable to do so. Another shot comes in on Bricker. Goes wide of the cage. And now the Raiders pick up the puck. Marchuka has it. Looks to feather it up to Finkelstein. He does. Finkelstein goes to the neutral zone. Now he's gained the offensive zone. He goes forehand backhand. Puck rolls off his stick. Marchuka sends a bad angle shot in. And it's blocked there by the Blackhawks defender. Blackhawks take over in their own zone. They've got some time. They go D to D and then take a diagonal pass up to their defensive blue line. Cut out there by Marchuka, but only briefly as Blackhawks now have a 3-on-3 pouring in the offensive zone. Send a shot high on Bricker. Goes over the cage. Bad angle shot. Never meets him. And Aiden's rubbed out of the play there by his own man. The Blackhawks retain possession in the offensive zone. They've got it at the end boards. Look to the slot. That's going to be something they do all night. Blackhawks do on tape. They like that slot pass from behind the cage at the end boards. Now the Blackhawks go for a big hit and miss. Aiden sends the puck to his man. Oh, Bricker with a 10-bell save there. Puck came in. Oh, it's redirected again. Another shot on the rebound of the blue line. The Blackhawks score. That's now Blackhawks 2, Raiders nothing. 13:05 left to go. Nothing Bricker could do on that one as it was redirected about 5 feet in front of him. Whole lot of traffic. Almost as much traffic in front of him as was on the BQE and the Hutch coming up to this game. Well, Danny Coffey is going to call timeout here after 2 quick goals, 2 minutes into this game. And it will give us time to go to one of our sponsors. Raiders Hockey on Midnight Sports is sponsored by Generation X. Hockey fans, walking around today, you can't help but notice all the kids wearing their Nirvana t-shirts. You find yourself remembering the good old days. That's right, flannel, phone books, and latchkeys. The good people behind Gen X knew that you didn't need to have a smartphone to have fun. You simply found a VHS of Reality Bites and your older brother's case of Zima, and you were ready to roll. Find us today at your local craft brewery. We'll be the ones in the back, mocking everyone who walks in. Gen X, tomorrow's boomers, today. Well, the Raiders come out of the timeout after Danny Coffey gave them some strategy points. And Berliner's out there with Bizarro and Meyerowicz as the forward line. Bizarro takes over in his own blue line, looks to turn the puck up ice. He's cut out there quickly by the Blackhawks, and the puck is again in the defensive zone here for the Raiders. They're able to push it up, but only to the neutral zone. Blackhawks again dump back in. They gain the zone, but without possession. Raiders try and get that out of the zone quickly. Puck comes up to Bizarro here at the blue line. Bizarro gets all the way through the neutral zone, loses possession there, though, and the Blackhawks take over again in their own zone. Quick forecheck does not separate the Blackhawks from the puck, and now they gain the neutral zone. And a big hit there at center ice. Sees the Blackhawks turn the puck over. Long shot comes in there from the Raiders. And the Blackhawks take over in their own end. They're being harassed there, but they're able to get the puck out. Blackhawks still have the puck in the neutral zone. They go D to D, and now they're looking weak side to dump that puck in. After the big Raiders hit, Blackhawks are definitely lifting their heads up a little more in the neutral zone. Bizarro now has it at the offensive blue line. He dumps that puck in, and he'll go for a change. His whole forward line will, in fact. other than Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz stays out there to forecheck. Blackhawks take over in their own zone. They go through the neutral zone, look to fire that in the offensive zone. They make it only so far as their offensive blue line, and the puck's turned right back out by Vigliotti. Blackhawks will collect in their own zone. They're swarming around the puck now, the Raiders are. Still in the offensive zone are the Raiders. They create a turnover. Columba's on the puck. Vigliotti's on the puck. Now the Blackhawks get it back. Blackhawks come right through the neutral zone, lose it in a skate, but they're able to dump that in the offensive zone. All too late, though. We'll get an offside call with 11:41 left to go here in the first period. It's still Blackhawks 2, Raiders nothing. Well, in the last minute and a half or so, the Raiders have settled this game down. They gained some offensive zone time. Vigliotti's still out there with Samosi and Columba. Vigliotti has the puck there at center ice. Tries a drop pass over to Columba. Doesn't reach him. And Jackson cuts out that pass only momentarily. The Blackhawks pour into the offensive zone now. They try and get it on their forehand. They do. Puck just sits in front of Bricker momentarily after a nice leg pad save. And rolls harmlessly to the corner now. Blackhawks pick up in the far corner. They push the puck in deeper. Fauci's all over his man. Now he's on his backhand as Fauci with possession of the puck. He's going to try and get this out of the zone. It's going to be hard to do on his backhand. He feathers that up to Samosi, and Samosi does the rest of the work for him. It's a 3-on-2 the other way for the Raiders. Samosi tries to send a puck in on net. It's cut out by the defender for the Blackhawks. The Blackhawks push it all the way back down the ice. This puck almost goes for an icing, but doesn't quite cross the end line. And Marchuka picks it up there. He's on his forehand. He skates the puck all the way out of his zone. Now he's all the way through the neutral zone. Made it about 150 of the 200 feet before the puck was taken off his stick. The Blackhawks turn the other way, but only so far as Koshlewski pumps that puck back up through the neutral zone. Again, the Blackhawks trying to push that puck in the offensive zone. Instead, it's turned the other way. Luke Marchuka chases his man. His man uses the boards to get that puck out of the zone. A lot of neutral zone action right now as the Raiders are being harder on the puck. Blackhawks do finally gain the offensive zone. They push that puck in deep. Tanoff fires in to try and get the puck out of the zone. He makes it all the way to the blue line, but not out. Blackhawks have some time and space now. They skate in from the blue line, try and send something in on net. A nice block there by the Raiders keeps that puck from reaching Bricker. Blackhawks send the puck in deeper now. They're at the end boards, now the far corner. Now on the forehand, send something into the slot, and Bricker just freezes that down right at the goal mouth. Nice save by Bricker. 10:02 left to go here in the first period. Blackhawks 2, Raiders nothing. Midnight Sports. When you can't stand the smell of youth hockey, it's Midnight Sports. Defensive zone face-off here for the Raiders. They lose that face-off. Blackhawks send a shot in. Soft one on Bricker. He's able to turn that aside to the corner. Now the puck comes to the dot. Shot comes in, but it's blocked up into the netting. We'll get another stoppage in play here at 9:53 left to go in the first period. Another defensive zone draw coming for the Raiders, but you can see already they are quicker to the puck. They are getting sticks in front of the puck in a way they were not the first 2 minutes. Blackhawks win that faceoff, but it's cut out by Meyerowicz. Now it's a 2-on-2. Meyerowicz and Bizarro pour in the offensive zone. Puck comes to Bizarro, comes off his stick as it was bouncing. The Blackhawks are able to turn it at their end boards. They've got possession, but it's not out of the zone. Koshlewski mans the point, tries to keep the puck in. He does momentarily. The Blackhawks follow up, and they're able to slap it out of the zone. Now a 3-on-2 going the other way. Fauci and Koshlewski are back. Soft shot comes in on Bricker. He turns that aside. Fauci picks up, turns around his own net, and tries to send that up the half boards. Instead, the puck bounces over his stick, so he goes to collect again. Rolling puck right to the front of cage. Comes in on Bricker. 2 nice saves there by Bricker. He's got to get back in his crease. He does. He covers up the near post, and now Berliner has the puck. He's trying to get that puck out. He takes a hard hit there, goes into the boards, and the Blackhawks recover the puck in the offensive zone. Now Bizarro skates quickly to the puck. Can't stab it forward enough to get out of the defensive zone. Blackhawks have kept the puck in the offensive zone. They're trying to send more in on Bricker. Instead, Berliner gets in the way. He's got it on his forehand. He backhands that up to Meyerowicz, who gains the neutral zone and now the offensive zone. He's got it on the forehand. Long shot comes in, deflected well high of the cage. The Blackhawks will take over at their far defensive corner. Blackhawks get it out of their zone, and now the Raiders look to turn it in the neutral zone. Instead, Blackhawks send it in a little deeper, and Vigliotti goes to clean up. Vigliotti's got it on the forehand, sends it up to Hyder. Puck comes right back in after leaving the zone, but no offside called there. Raiders can't buy an offside call here tonight. 7 minutes in. Ooh, a slap shot comes in from the point. Bricker equal to the task. Puck rolls to the far corner. Now the Blackhawks pick it up there. They try and send something to the front of the cage. Instead, think better about it as Hyder turns the puck. Bad angle shot, saved nicely by Bricker. And now the Raiders are able to get the puck out of the zone. Aiden skates to the neutral zone, gains the red line, and dumps that in. Smosi stays at the point as Aiden chases his own puck. He's covering for his defenseman well. Blackhawks have it at the half wall, but they can't get out of the zone. Nice shot comes in there by the Raiders, saved by the Blackhawks, and now the long home run pass connects, but only so far as the blue line. Silas Gossler cuts that pass out. He's able to send that up and out of the zone. Now it's waved off again, offside is. And Bigliotti will have to clean up there. Now the puck comes to Kalemba. Kalemba sends that puck up and out of the zone. Blackhawks will have to recover in their own defensive zone. Blackhawks do. They send a diagonal pass to the neutral zone. Puck's played with the high stick. We'll get a whistle here with 7:30 left to go. As Chris Tanoff plays the puck with the high stick, as he had to maintain possession of the puck and not give the Blackhawks a chance to come in on his goal. Defensive zone draw coming up. And it'll be Marchuka to take it. He's got Fauci out there with him. Looks like Petro as well. And Finkelstein. Blackhawks win that faceoff. They send the puck in deeper. It's at the near corner now. Now it's at the end boards. They're cycling well, are the Blackhawks, with 7:20 left to go in this game in the first period. Blackhawks have the puck in the near corner. They send it up to the point. They're able to keep the zone on the backhand. They send it to the far corner now. Blackhawks just killing time right now in the offensive zone. Happy to do it. Keep the Raiders out of their own zone. Raiders do get a stick on it. They're able to chop it out of the zone. Blackhawks recover in the neutral zone. Use the boards to push it up. And now they gain the offensive zone again. Again, the Blackhawks dump it in deeper. Fauci goes to recover behind his own net. He's on his backhand. He's rubbed off the puck. Marchuka goes to help. Fauci dodges one hit, then a second. Blackhawks come away with it in the slot. Quick stick there by Nate Schlefsky, though. Keeps that puck from getting to the net. Raiders look to get it back behind their own net. Unable to do so as the Blackhawks sit back there and look for that slot pass. Blackhawks still looking for that slot pass. Bouncing puck rolls through everyone and comes to the near point. Blackhawks now try and push that puck up farther. They do. They're at the end boards. Fauci goes to recover there. Instead, the puck rolls past everyone. A nice move there by Finkelstein. Keeps that puck from Blackhawks forward, but the Blackhawks do pick it up again. They looked around the net. Instead, that puck's cut out again by Fauci. Nearly tripped up there. Blackhawks now have the puck on their forehand. They go dot to dot, send a shot in on Bricker, and that'll be a goal. 6:06 left to go. That's a Blackhawks goal from the far point. Far dot, that is. Just a wrist shot, top shelf. Very difficult to save. Dot to dot. Well, it's Blackhawks 3, Raiders nothing. 6:06 left to go here in the first period. The Meyerowicz, Bizarro, Berliner line is out there. They win that face-off forward. Blake Hyder out with Aiden. Blackhawks now have the puck in the neutral zone. They look to send that puck up and get it in deep to the offensive zone. They do. They send a shot wide of Bricker. Now they look for a slot pass. Instead, it's cut out there by Berliner. Puck stays in the offensive zone, though, for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks looking for another slot pass again. Blackhawks still have the puck in the zone here. They send a backhand shot on Bricker. Hits the outside of the cage. And Berliner will try and pick it up here in the near corner. Berliner beats one man, then beats two. He's going to be able to skate this puck out of the zone. Sends a saucer pass over to Pizarro. He gets on his horse. Pizarro gains the offensive zone, then loses the wheels as he's taken out of the play. Blackhawks recover in their defensive zone. They skate through the neutral zone now. They've got the puck on the forehand. They gain the offensive zone, looking to send something in on Bricker. They dump that in deep. Hits the back of the cage, and Aiden will have to pick up there. Sends the puck up to Meyerowicz. Too far, though, as the Blackhawks take over again at the far point. Blackhawks behind the net. Again looking for the side slot pass. Meyerowicz picks up the puck. Sends that over to Berliner. Berliner sends that up to Hayter. Blackhawks beat him to it. Send the puck on in deeper. Puck goes around again to the far half wall. Puck now at the far point. Shot comes in on Bricker. Redirected once. Nice save there by Bricker. Leg save. And the puck's cleared all the way down. We'll get an icing here on the Raiders. They need the line change. Those five skaters have been out there for some time. 4:40 left to go here in the first period. It's Blackhawks 3, Raiders nothing. Looks like the Vigliotti, Samosi, Kalemba forward line will come out. Gossler is a defender. Shot comes in from the point. Silas now skates with the puck. He's got it. He reverses. Puck rolls up to Bricker. He's able to push that to the end boards. And now Schlefsky takes over the puck there. Kalemba fires that up to the blue line, but not out. Now the Blackhawks come in. Puck's redirected, again. Misses the cage. And now the Raiders will have to pick up at the near half wall. Bigliotti fires in on his man. Try and get this puck out of the Raiders' zone. Still, though, the Raiders are trying to get this puck out. Blackhawks content to just dump it in deeper. Here comes a slot pass. That one misses the cage. That shot from the slot. Klemba goes to collect. Puck rolls on Bigliotti. Now another pass to the slot. Bricker's there. He's able to cover up once he's able to get his glove free at 3:57. Blackhawks 3, Raiders nothing. Another defensive zone draw here to Bricker's right. And 5 new skaters for the Raiders. Looks like it'll be Fauci, and Marchuka, and Finkelstein, and Petro. Blackhawks win that faceoff. They send one over the cage. Now the Raiders pick up there, and they fire one out of the zone. Now Petro's on his horse. He's chasing this puck down, trying to prevent it from being an icing. Icing's waved. The Raiders keep that puck in the offensive zone. Marchuka has it at the half wall, sends it up to Fauci. Fauci sends that puck in deeper. Marchuka fires to the near corner. Now Fauci fires from the point to try and keep that puck in. He's able to do so. Puck comes to Marchuka, sends that puck in deeper again, and now it's at the end wall. Puck comes to the end wall. Wraparound try by Marchuka is denied by the Blackhawks goalie. Blackhawks pump that puck up and out of the zone. Raiders recover there at the blue line, though. They try and send it in deeper. Instead, the Blackhawks come away with it and send it all the way down. Got a hand up for icing, and we'll get the whistle now with 3:12 left. A nice sequence there for the Raiders. A few shots on goal. Down 3 goals here in the first period. Now, again, the Raiders have been able to settle the game down here. You have to like their prospects of putting some offense on the board with a couple of shots in the last couple of minutes. Shot comes in from the point by Aiden. Doesn't get through traffic. And now Hyder sends the puck in deeper. Blackhawks have it at the end boards. They send it up to the half wall. Bounces funny off the Zamboni doors. Comes right to the Raiders. Now Hyder's got the puck. Shot doesn't get through there. The Blackhawks come away with it. They're dancing behind their own net now, trying to get rid of Pizarro. Aiden's able to keep that puck at the blue line only momentarily, and now Berliner comes away with it in the neutral zone. He'll have to recoil and let everyone clear the zone. Backhands one over to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz is able to skate through the neutral zone, dodge a hit, and he gains the offensive zone. He's got the puck at the near half wall, sends that to Pizarro on the forehand. Pizarro just misses the net. Probably took a deflection there off the defender. Hard to see. It's an obstructed view seat with some lighting in here. Now the Raiders have it in front of the net. That's a shot and a score. Berliner goal. Raiders goal. Now that will cut the lead for the Blackhawks to 3-1. Wonderful sequence there for the Raiders. There's 1 or 2 passes right in front of the net. Freed up the goal mouth. And Sam Berliner put it in. Blackhawks win the ensuing faceoff. They send a shot right in on Bricker. He's able to chest that down to the far corner. Raiders have a little more pep in their step now. They get the puck out of the zone immediately. Samosi goes to chase it down. Blackhawks beat him to it, but it is in the offensive zone for the Raiders. They just need to gain possession. Instead, the Blackhawks send that out of the zone. Raiders try and pump that back in and stay onside. They're able to do so. Vigliotti takes over there momentarily. Blackhawks take it from him and storm through the neutral zone. Good back checking by Samosi keeps the Raiders carrying it with possession in. 1:45 left to go here in the first period. Blackhawks take over possession in the offensive zone again. They're at the end boards, now the near corner. Blackhawks have the puck. Can't send that into the slot. Vigliotti cuts that pass out. Puck comes all the way back to the end boards again in the Raiders' defensive zone. Klemba picks up there at the far half wall. Tries to send that out of the zone. He's able to do so. Samosi takes the puck off his man, and now he's skating forward in the offensive zone. He's on the forehand. He sends a bouncing puck in on goal, saved nicely by the Blackhawks. And now he sends a slot pass all the way across. No one home there. The Blackhawks come away with it, but not out of the zone. Petro tries to keep the zone now. Unable to do so. Blackhawks come the other way. They're in the neutral zone, now in the offensive zone. Vigliotti with a quick stick. Takes the puck off his man. Is able to body him to the wall and get the puck out of the zone. Samosi now has the puck. It's gummed up in the neutral zone. Blackhawks able to turn it the other way, but the puck rolls out of the zone. No offside call there as Fauci goes to collect. 51 seconds left to go here in the first period. Fauci sends the puck cross rink to Marchuka. Marchuka storms to the neutral zone, tries to gain the red line and dump it in. Puck rolls off his stick. Blackhawks come away with it in the defensive end. Petro unable to corral the puck there in time to let Marchuka exit the zone, and we get a quick offside call with 39 seconds left to go. It's Blackhawks 3, Raiders 1 here in the first period. We'll get a face-off just outside the Raiders' offensive zone. Marchuka leans in. He's got Petro to his right. He's got Finkelstein to his left. Blackhawks come away with the puck. They send that puck deep into the offensive zone. Raiders go back to their defensive zone to collect. Blake Hyder now has the puck on his stick. He's able to get that puck on his second try out of the zone. Blackhawks take over there. Diagonal pass sees them gain the offensive zone again. Puck dumped in deeper, but only so far as Finkelstein is able to send that puck out of the zone. Puck rolls just a bit too far on him, and the Blackhawks take over now. They send that puck in deep. We should get an icing here with about 5 seconds left. We do. There goes the whistle. 5.1 left here in the first period. And it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Raiders. Coaches are giving some literal last second instructions to their players about getting the puck out of the zone or firing on net, depending on which team. Berliner leans over this face-off. He's got Pizarro to his right, Meyerowicz to his left. Puck rolls to his right. Blackhawks are able to cut that out, and that'll do it here for the first period at the Ice Hutch in Mount Vernon. It's Blackhawks 3, Raiders 1, after 1. Stick around for the second period coming up in just a few moments as the teams switch side on your radio dial. Well, there goes the buzzer. 15 more minutes put on the board. We've got period 2 coming up. But folks, a reminder, you're listening to this game on Midnight Sports Radio. You're watching this game on Midnight Sports, saving you gas money one game at a time. Midnight Sports. Listening, watching, it's all kind of the same, isn't it? Here come the Raiders out of their huddle. We'll be shooting right to left tonight on your second period radio dial. Looks like we're going to get the Berliner, Meyerowicz, Pizarro line out there with Fauci and Gosler as the defenders. Raiders win that face-off forward, and the Blackhawks come away with it now. Blackhawks have gained the offensive zone. They're on the forehand, send something into the slot. Cleared out nicely by Fauci to the blue line. Now a long shot comes in. Bricker's able to blocker that down to the far corner. Puck rolls on the Raiders a bit, unable to get it out of the zone. Fauci will have to recover his end boards. Gosler covers for him. He's got the puck on his forehand. He flings one up off the boards, but only so far as the point. Shot comes in, blocked nicely there by Berliner. Berliner self-passes to the boards. He's got a 2-on-1 developing. He's got Pizarro in the middle. Puck comes over to Pizarro, but gets caught in his skates. Puck stays in the offensive zone here for the Raiders. Now it's finally threaded out by the Blackhawks. Raiders will have to recover in the neutral zone. They use the boards to push the puck up, but it's turned over there. Now the Blackhawks send that puck in deep. Puck comes all the way around in the near corner. The Blackhawks pick up there at the near half wall. Puck rolls over to the Raiders, and the Raiders are going to be able to get this puck out of their zone only momentarily. Blackhawks pour right back in. Shot goes well wide of the cage after a deflection, and the Raiders will pick up. 10 off now, sends the puck on up. Skips over Berliner's stick. Pizarro goes to recover, but we'll get an icing before the puck gets the Pizarro's stick. It beat him to the end line with 13:47 left to go here in the second period. It's Blackhawks 3, Raiders 1. Defensive zone draw coming up here for the Raiders. Bigliotti out now as the center. He's got Samosi and Kalemba with him. Blackhawks win that face-off to the point. Send a shot in. Wide open cage there after a deflection. It looks like that puck did go in on the rebound. Oh, the deflection rebound. That's a Blackhawks goal. 13:42 left to go. It was a point shot, deflected in the slot to Bricker's left. He had been down to make the save to his right. And that's a Blackhawks goal. Well, the natives are getting a bit restless because they disagreed with that icing call that led to the offensive zone draw for the Blackhawks. Regardless, that one's not going to Toronto. It's Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. 13:42 left here to go in the second period. Blackhawks win the faceoff. They gain the offensive zone. Another shot comes in on Bricker. Nice save there. Blackhawks swarming around the cage now. Bricker goes right to left, makes another save. Puck rolls out to the blue line. And Bigliotti will take over in his defensive zone. He's able to skate that puck out. Still the Raiders with the pucks. Now the Blackhawks pick it up, gain the offensive zone, look for that slot pass again. Bricker sticks that shot aside, goes to the far corner. Clock's still not moving, nor has the score changed, but the players play on. Hyder sends that puck into the offensive zone all the way to the end boards. Blackhawks pick up there. Blackhawks send that up to the neutral zone with a diagonal pass. It's cut out, though, by Finkelstein. Fauci picks up in his own defensive end. He's got possession, uses the boards to get that puck up and out, over to Marchuka. Marchuka chases down that pass, rolls just off his stick, but Finkelstein comes away with it. Now Petro has it. Got a laser shot, goes just over the cage. Clock now moving. Finkelstein tries to recover at the near half wall. Gosler keeps it in momentarily. The Raiders take over possession of the neutral zone and send that puck right back into the offensive zone. Blackhawks coil there with possession. They're able to get that puck out of their zone. And now Gosler has the puck in his defensive end. Petro takes over in the neutral zone. He's skating with speed through the neutral zone. He's getting this on his forehand. Laser shot again, right off the goalie's chest. And the Raiders are able to keep the puck in the zone, at least momentarily. Now it's threaded on a backhand out. Partial breakaway coming. Puck rolls all the way to the end line. That should be an icing. It's not called, though, as the Blackhawks player was all alone in the offensive zone. Shot goes off the outside of the cage. Blackhawks keep it in the offensive zone. They send one into the slot from the point. Nobody home there after the deflection. Blackhawks able to keep the zone, though, again. Raiders working very hard to get this puck out of their zone. They're at their own end boards without possession as Blackhawks rub them off play. Puck still in the Raiders' defensive end. They got on the forehand. They're able to pass that puck out of the zone, and now Petro's on his man to try and get the puck from him in the offensive zone. Raiders able to keep it in the offensive, easy for me to say, the offensive zone there. But they're also making a line change. Had to be careful not to get a too many men in the ice penalty. Blackhawks come away with the puck now. They're in the offensive zone. They're at the near half wall, trying to send a pass into the slot. Puck stays here at the near point. Shot comes in, screens slightly. Nice save there on the deflection by Bricker. The puck shot all the way out of the zone, and we'll get an icing on that, despite the fact that Meyerowicz was there first with no Blackhawks player around him. Well, defensive zone draw coming up here. 12:01 left to go here in the second period. It's Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. Blackhawks win that faceoff up to the blue line. They send the puck in deeper now to the end boards. Picked up there by Tanoff. Sends it up to the near half wall. Pass from Blackhawks comes in. Cut out by Berliner, though. Berliner goes to skate to get his own pass. Pizarro picks it up now. He's able to send that puck weak side over to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz chases down the puck as it rolls off his stick. He's in the offensive zone. Sends that puck in deeper. Looking for support. He gets it from Pizarro. Pizarro unable to take the puck off his man. Raiders are able to keep the zone. Nice stick by Tanoff. Keeps that puck in the zone. He's now on his backhand at the near half wall. He sends that puck in deeper so he can recover his position at the line. Schlefsky out there with him. Able to keep that puck in. Sends it over to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz tries to send a pass to the slot. Instead, cut out by the Blackhawks. Now Tanoff has it at the near point. Tanoff sends that puck in deeper. Pizarro sends it farther. Berliner at the end boards in the offensive zone. Looking for Pizarro in the slot. Misses him. Puck comes all the way to Tanoff. Ooh, shot goes just wide after a nice block in front of the cage by the Blackhawks. We're going to get a penalty call here, though, on the Blackhawks after Berliner's tripped up with 11:02 left to go here in the second period. The Raiders will be going on the power play here. We'll see what the call is. Oh, a hook there on the Blackhawks. 11:02 left to go in the second period. Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. But the Raiders will have 5 skaters to the Blackhawks 4. For at most 2 minutes. Bit of a delay here as the scorekeeper's table works to get this penalty up on the board. Well, we're ready to roll now. Puck's dropped. Raiders win that face-off in the offensive zone. Petro has it on his forehand, tries to send it up to the blue line. He does. Aiden spins it farther, on over. Now Aiden has the puck back. Finkelstein gives it back to him. Marchuka chases it down there. Marchuka looking for Hyder. Marchuka tripped up. No call there. Finkelstein tries to get the puck back. Unable to do so. Blackhawks are able to shoot that puck out of the zone. Raiders recover at the red line. Raiders send that puck over in the offensive zone. And Marchuka has it. He's looking for Finkelstein. Marchuka has it in the near corner. He takes a bad hit there. Slow to get up. Oh, you don't like to see that hit at all. He's grabbing the front of his face mask. He looks okay. He's up and skating now. Looks like he just got jostled a bit. Was fixing his helmet. He looks just fine now. He's staying on the ice. It's going to be a 5-on-3 now for the Raiders after we get a rough on the Blackhawks for that hit in the corner. Coach Coffey will change lines here for the 5-on-3. In offensive zone draw. He's got Meyerowicz, Berliner, and Bizarro out as his forwards. And he's got Fauci and Goslar out as his defenders. Raiders win that faceoff. Goslar sends a long shot in from the blue line. Save there. Blackhawks able to take that puck and send it out of the zone. Raiders recover now in their defensive zone. They're going to have to take a moment here to get settled and get set up so as not to be offside. They've got plenty of time on this 5-on-3. Puck comes through the neutral zone, skips over a stick, and the Blackhawks take over again there. Blackhawks happy to kill time in their own end. They send that puck right to the neutral zone. Now Goslar fires another long shot in on the Blackhawks goaltender. We'll get a whistle after that save with 10:02 left to go here in the second period. A minute and a second on the first penalty and a minute and 31 seconds on the second penalty. Now the Raiders are getting shots on goal here. They're not yet getting much traffic in front of Blackhawks goalie, as you'd expect with the 5-on-3. Raiders win that. Puck comes to Petrosinelli for a one-timer. He sends that just wide of goal, and now the Blackhawks are able to clear that puck all the way down, and it'll go for an icing. 9:52 left to go. Nice bang-bang sequence there by the Raiders to get a puck in the slot as a one-timer. Just missed the net there, did Petrosinelli. Same lines will stay out there. Berliner will take this draw. He's got Finkelstein out there, Chuk out there with him, Petro, and Goslar. Raiders have possession of that puck at their own offensive blue line, I should say. Puck now comes over to Goslar. Sends this long shot in on goal. It's deflected just wide by the Blackhawks goalkeeper. Blackhawks pick up possession. They're unable to get that out of the zone. Puck comes to Marchuka at the near point. He sends a puck in. Deflected there nicely by Berliner and saved even better there by the Blackhawks goalie. Puck's frozen with 9:31 left to go. Pushing and shoving in the crease. That's that noise that you may hear. Some extracurriculars debating just how nice a shot that was and how nice a save it was. Berliner now leans over this faceoff. Still has Petro to his left and Finkelstein to his right. Marchuka back as a defender, as is Goslar. Raiders win that faceoff forward and send it up to the point. Marchuka now at the near point, able to keep that puck in the zone. Backhands it and bounces all the way to the near corner. Berliner now curls. Bad angle shots deflected high and wide. Goslar goes to pick up. He sends the puck in a bit deeper. Berliner sends that puck to the near point. Marchuka is able to recover. He's got that on his forehand. Sends that over to the point. One-timer, bounces up, deflected down, misses the net. Puck comes now around this side of the cage. Still unable to get that on net are the Raiders. Now it's a 5-on-4. Marchuka has the puck. He sends a shot in. Nearly deflected to the Blackhawks defenseman on his own goalie, but instead the puck nestles into the goalie's glove. Another nice Blackhawks save. 23 seconds left to go in the 5-on-4. It's still Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1, with 8:55 left to go in the second period. Bigliotti will lean over here on this faceoff. He wins that faceoff over to Samosi, who sends that up to the point. Schlefsky now goes point to Tanoff. Tanoff sends a shot in, but it's blocked by the Blackhawks defenders before it gets to the cage. Blackhawks take over in the neutral zone. Now they gain the offensive zone. They pour in on Bricker. It's a mini breakaway. They go in on Bricker. Bricker with a wonderful save on that partial break. Keeps that puck out. Raiders pick up at their own end boards. They send that puck up and out of the zone, and Blackhawks will have to recover in the neutral zone. They do, but only momentarily do the Blackhawks. Raiders stay onside. Clemma now takes the puck in on the near corner. He sends a bad angle shot in, nearly tipped by Vigliotti on goal. Instead, the Blackhawks come away with it. Now they skate through the neutral zone. Blackhawks pour into the offensive zone here as they dump it deep and get to the end boards. Slot pass does not connect with anyone, and bad angle shot goes wide. Now the Raiders look to pick up in their own zone. Unable to do so as the Blackhawks again send a pass right in front of the goal net. Blackhawks have it at the near half wall, up to the point. They send that puck in deeper. Vigliotti goes to collect. He's got it on his forehand. Tries to use the boards to get it out. Instead, it takes a bad bounce, and the Blackhawks are able to keep it in, at least momentarily. Raiders still look to get this puck out. Unable to do so just yet. Now they do. Puck leaves the zone. Blackhawks will have to collect here in the neutral zone. Blackhawks curl, collect, and get reorganized. They come through the neutral zone with speed. Big slapper comes in. Bricker saves that with the blocker. Now the Raiders will have to collect again in their own defensive zone. Instead, the puck rolls right out in front of Bricker. Soft shot goes right into his chest. He's able to freeze there. Nice sequence there for Jason Bricker. After the rocket slap shot goes off the blocker, the puck ends up right in front of him. He's able to save and freeze. 7:24 left to go here in the second period. Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. Blackhawks win that faceoff, but the Raiders come away with it in the far corner. Blackhawks have the puck now again at the end boards. They again try that slot pass. No one home. And it looks like the Raiders will be able to skate this out of their zone. They do. Meyerowicz feathers a pass up through the neutral zone. Picked up by Hyder there. Hyder sends that puck in deeper. Meyerowicz goes to collect. Icing waved. Meyerowicz sends it over to Berliner, who works that puck in deeper. They're cycling now, are Berliner and Meyerowicz. Finally, the puck rolls off one of their sticks and over to the Blackhawks. Raiders pick it up in the neutral zone. They have to wait for the offensive zone to clear. It does. Hyder sends that on the backhand end. Meyerowicz goes in on the forecheck. Tries to dispossess his man. Instead, the puck goes all the way down to the other end. We should get an icing call here. We do, with 6:38 left to go in period number 2. Gives us time to remind you. Youth Hockey on Midnight Sports is brought to you by the good folks at Heartburn. Hockey fans, who doesn't like a few Doritos with a sandwich or peanut M&Ms just because? Everyone loves it, of course, but you're special because you get to remember that lasagna long after you ate it. That's right, come 3 in the morning, you'll be cursing that second helping with a side of garlic bread. Your old friend Heartburn will wake you up and make you figure out if you're having a heart attack or just need some Tums. The fun part is not knowing which as you try to go back to sleep. Heartburn, we're more than just a symptom of your anxiety. Puck now in the Raiders zone after that faceoff. Raiders work that to the neutral zone. Does Meyerowicz with some hard work. Comes up to Pizarro. He's one-on-one now with the defender. He gets on that forehand, sends a shot in on goal. Nice save there by the Blackhawks goaltender. Keeps that out. 6:05 left to go here in the second period. Raiders unable to keep the offensive zone. Fauci turns to go collect in his defensive zone. His stick's lifted by a Blackhawks player. Puck comes all the way to the blue line, but the Blackhawks keep it in the zone. Now the Raiders look to collect there. Fauci back up after a hard tumble into the boards. Raiders have the puck. Finkelstein has it on his stick, on his forehand. He's looking for Petro in the slot. The puck goes high and wide of the cage, and Gossler will have to collect there. Gossler with a big hit on his man. Petro now has the puck. Rolling stick in the middle of the ice prevents that pass from getting to the slot, and the Blackhawks come away with it. They're through the neutral zone. Gossler bodies his man off the puck. His man has to give up the puck at least momentarily. Backhand shot comes in, wide of the cage. Blackhawks pick up in the near corner. They're looking for another slot pass. Bad angle shot. Bricker makes one save, then 2. Raiders come away with it. Now they try and skate the puck out of their zone. Only able to do so for a moment. Now Marchuka has it on his forehand. Sends it up to Petro Sinelli. Petro Sinelli gains the offensive zone. Petro tries to send a shot in. Instead, the puck comes off his stick with a nice back check by the Blackhawks player. 5 minutes left to go here in the second period. Blackhawks send that puck up and out of their zone. Bouncing puck, though, evades the Blackhawks man. And Tanoff goes back to collect in his defensive zone. Sends that puck up to Marchuka. It's now in the neutral zone. And the hitting's getting a bit rougher as the game's going on here. 4:42 left to go in the second period. Puck sits in the neutral zone and now dumped back in by the Blackhawks. Blackhawks try and collect. Shlevsky back in the far corner. Takes his man off the puck. Raiders able to turn with possession. They gain the neutral zone. Now Marchuk is able to push that up into the offensive zone. Puck rolls in on the Blackhawks goalie. He releases it though, and the clock continues to run. Raiders making a change behind the play. Bigliotti, able to keep the offensive zone there. Sends it to the end boards. Puck still in the offensive zone. Tanoff now able to keep it there. Sends that puck in deeper. The Blackhawks grow tired of that game and send the puck all the way down the end of the ring. And we'll get an icing call with 4 minutes exactly left here in the second period. Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for the Raiders. Klimba takes this draw in the offensive zone. He's got Samosi and Vigliotti out there with him as forwards. Hyder and Aiden out as the defenders. Raiders come away with the face-off only momentarily. Blackhawks now break out of their zone. They send a shot in on Bricker. Bricker's able to send that over to the far corner. Now the Raiders skate to get possession. They're at the near half wall. Hyder now has the puck on his stick momentarily. It's at the Raiders' end boards. And the puck comes up into the slot. Bricker with a nice reaction save. 1, then 2. Puck now rolls to a Raiders defender. Vigliotti has it. Vigliotti's able to get that puck out of the zone. Nice give and go with Klemba. Sees Vigliotti come away with it on his forehand. He's in on goal. He's looking to send a shot in. At the last moment, it's poke checked off of him. Klemba now sends the puck deeper into the offensive zone. Raiders look to pick it up there. Vigliotti working hard in the far corner now to keep possession. Sends one up to the slot. No one home there. Puck rolls to Blake Hyder here at the blue line. Hyder sends a puck in deeper. Hits one man, then two, and the Blackhawks come away with it. Blackhawks furiously trying to get this out of the zone. Still unable to do so. Puck comes in again, and the Blackhawks again have possession. This time they are able to send it past the blue line. Raiders unable to get that puck across the blue line as they had to clear the zone. The Blackhawks come away with it. They've got a partial break here. Puck's going to roll all the way to Bricker, though, before it gets to a Blackhawks player. Bricker sticks that all the way to the far half wall. The Blackhawks are able to keep the zone, but without possession. Now Samosi has the puck on his stick. He sends that puck up to Pizarro, and it just rolls over Pizarro's stick, and we'll get an icing call with 2:28 left to go here in the second period. Still Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. Defensive zone draw for Berliner. He's got Pizarro and Meyerwich out there with him. Berliner wins that draw. The Blackhawks come away with it at the far dot. Try and send something in on Bricker. Instead, the Raiders cut that out through Nate Shlevsky. Blackhawks again have the puck. They dump that into the far corner. Rolling puck there, sits at the dot momentarily, and Berliner comes away with it. He's one-on-one with the defender. He's all the way in the offensive zone now, tries to get that on the forehand. He goes forehand, backhand, looks for help on the trailer from Meyerwich. Instead, the puck's taken off him. Now Pizarro pours in the offensive zone with possession. He's looking for help. He loses his feet, tries to send a pass over. He does. He finds Berliner. Slap shot comes in, just misses the net there. Raiders are able to keep that puck in the zone momentarily. Blackhawks come away with it through the neutral zone. They've gained the offensive zone, but unfairly adjudged by the ref. They were offside. 1:42 left to go. Nice sequence again there for the Raiders. They had a good look at goal. Just missed wide. Still Blackhawks 4, Raiders 1. 1:42 left to go in the second period. Draw is going to come just outside the Raiders' defensive zone. Blackhawks win that draw. Look to send the puck in deep. They do. They send a shot in on Bricker. He sticks that aside. Blackhawks gain possession in the offensive zone. Some heavy hitting now. Gosler giving it to his man. Marchuka is doing the same in the slot. No calls on either Raider. Both clean hits. Raiders now pour through the neutral zone. Marchuka gains the offensive zone. He's on the forehand all alone, though. No one home in the slot for that pass. Petra now tries to take the puck off his man. His man dances around him, comes through the neutral zone, looks to gain the offensive zone. They send another long shot in on Bricker, who's able to glove that aside. Blackhawks have the puck. They try a bad angle shot on Bricker. He's able to cover that up after shrugging it off. just behind the net. He dives for it and freezes it with an even minute left to go in the second period. Well, if you like end-to-end hockey action, you're at the right game on the radio. There has not been much time in the neutral zone in this game. Blackhawks win that faceoff. They send a quick shot in on Bricker. He gets down, is able to leg save that aside. The Raiders come away with it. Hyder's got the puck on his forehand. He sends that shot in on the Blackhawks goalie, and that's saved. Raiders look to recover at the end boards. Instead, the Blackhawks come away with it. Skate that puck out of their zone. Gosler pinches in. The puck does eventually roll into the neutral zone. Bigliotti now fighting for the puck. Blackhawks send that on a backhand pass. They've got a 2-on-1 developing the offensive zone. Takes a little too long to develop. They're in on Bricker. Oh, there it is. Forehand, backhand, the Blackhawks score with 27.1 seconds left to go in the second period. That's a Blackhawks goal on a 2-on-1. Now it's a 4-goal lead now for the Blackhawks as the dying seconds of the second period. Raiders have these 27.1 seconds as well as all 15 minutes of the third period to try and turn this one around. Blackhawks win that faceoff. They come to the offensive zone. Another 2-on-1 developing, but it was cut out nicely there by Tanoff. Now the Raiders pass that up through the neutral zone. 12 seconds left to go. Pizarro looks to gain the offensive zone. They're unable to rub him off the puck. Puck does roll off his stick, though. 5 seconds left to go. Shot comes in on Blackhawks goalie wide. Blackhawks look to collect. That'll do it for the second period. It's going to be Blackhawks 5, Raiders 1 after 2. Well, this intermission gives us time to remind you that this game on Midnight Sports is made possible by Mirrors. Hockey fans, picture this. You're getting ready to go out, and you're just putting the finishing touches on how you look. And may I say, you look good. Then bam, you turn to the side and catch a glimpse of your profile. Who is that lumpy sack of potatoes getting in the way of you looking at yourself? I mean, sure, maybe you're not Brad Pitt, but you're not Shrek either. Does everyone look this bad when they turn to the side? Why haven't you noticed this before? Mirrors, ruining your confidence, one glance at a time. Now we'll be right back with period number 3 as the Raiders look to close this 4-goal gap at the Ice Hutch in Mount Vernon. Well, we've had the buzzer to start the third period here, and as all good youth hockey teams do, absolutely no one came out to center ice for the faceoff. Both the Blackhawks and the Raiders have given her an extra 30 to 45 seconds here, and now look to come out to center ice for this draw. Well, folks, as a reminder, tune in tomorrow at 10:30 to Midnight Sports as Raiders take on Aviator Hockey Club, and tune in tomorrow night to Midnight Sports Radio as the Raiders take on North Park. Blackhawks win the opening faceoff, send a wide shot in on Bricker. The clock hasn't started yet, but the hockey has. Deflection goes wide of Bricker again there by the Blackhawks. Keep the puck in the offensive zone. Takes a weird carom off the glass. Comes to a Raiders player, and now Koslewski has it. Koslewski sends that up to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz has it, gets it so far as the point. Now the shot comes high and wide. Raiders look to collect there. They're able to get that puck out of the zone. Pizarro has the puck on his stick. It's like a string on a yo-yo right now. Sends it over to Meyerowicz. Meyerowicz looks for the return pass to Pizarro. Tries to deflect that in. Instead, the puck rolls on the side of the cage, and the Blackhawks are going to be able to clear the zone here. Blackhawks still have possession in the neutral zone. They send that weak side. Now they skate up. Blackhawks gain the offensive zone. They're on the forehand. Send something in on Bricker. Bricker's able to glove that to the near corner. Blackhawks can't keep the zone. They'll have to recollect and recycle in the neutral zone. They've got it there. They go point-to-point D. Shot comes just off the Raiders' bench. The Raiders take over there in their defensive zone. 14:28 left to go here in this game. The Raiders look to get the puck out of their zone and get back on the board. Meyerowicz now tries to take the puck off his man. Instead, Blackhawks are able to keep that in the zone. They send it deeper. Tanoff turns and collects in the far corner. Sends it up to the far half wall. Meyerowicz works hard there to get the puck out of the zone. Berliner helps him. Puck does get past the blue line. Now Berliner self-passes up in the neutral zone. He's got Pizarro now, one-on-one with the defender in the offensive zone. Pizarro tries to get that puck onto his forehand. Instead, it rolls off his stick. The Raiders will have to collect it in the neutral zone. Blackhawks turn the other way. They skate with speed in the offensive zone. They're in on Bricker. They send a shot high and wide. Blackhawks still have the puck in the offensive zone. Puck now comes to Pizarro. Pizarro has it through the neutral zone. He skates in the offensive zone. He gets on the forehand, curls to the slot. It's taken off him finally by the fourth Blackhawks defender. Blackhawks are able to come to the neutral zone. Still skating through the neutral zone. They gain the offensive zone. High slot. Nice leg save there by Bricker on the high slot shot. Now the puck comes into the slot. Marchuk is home to cut out that pass there. Marchuka sends the puck up and off the boards into the neutral zone. Finkelstein with support. Finkelstein tries to send that over to Petro. It's cut out there by the Blackhawks. Big hit there by Petro on the Blackhawks man. Separates him from the puck, and the Raiders come to the neutral zone. Marchuka again has the puck on his stick. Sends that puck in deep, and the Blackhawks will have to recover. They do. They look to skate this puck out of the defensive zone. They go point to point there. Still in the defensive zone for the Blackhawks, but they are finally able to send that up to the neutral zone. No icing on this. Oh, we do get a late icing call with 12:40 left to go in the third period. Well, another programming note for you. Don't forget to tune into Midnight Sports tomorrow at 3 p.m. for the 16U Cyclones girls game against the Danbury Hattricks in Danbury, Connecticut. Offensive zone draw. Raiders take that. Massive shot comes in there from Petro just high of the cage. Gosser's able to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Now the Raiders look to cycle it. Instead, the Blackhawks come away with it. They're going to skate this out of the zone. They're in the neutral zone now looking for support. It's a 3-on-3. They gain the offensive zone. High slot, shot comes in on Bricker. He's able to just kick save that aside to the near corner. Blackhawks come away with the puck. They look for that slot pass. Bouncing puck rolls over everyone's stick. And the Raiders skate that puck to the far half wall. Not out of the zone, though. Blackhawks still look to get it. Gosser uses an angle to get that puck out of the zone. Marchuka chases it down. Now the puck rolls to Petro. Petro's got the puck. He looks to get it on his forehand. He's on his backhand, tries to go high. Puck goes wide instead. It's covered up there by the Blackhawks goalie. 11:54 left to go. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Raiders. They're down 4 goals here in the third period. Bigliotti will lean in for this offensive zone draw. He's got Colomba and Samosi out there with him. Bigliotti wins the draw. Puck sits at the dot, though, momentarily, and the Blackhawks are able to send that puck up and out of the zone. You get an icing call as soon as this puck comes across the end line. It does. Schleski goes to make sure. It's going to be another offensive zone draw here for the Raiders. 11:41 left to go in the third period. Well, folks, a reminder that you are watching this game on Midnight Sports. Press that like, follow, or subscribe button so you don't miss a moment. It's free, and you can always mute the dad jokes. Midnight Sports. Raiders win that faceoff. Send a pass right into the slot. Raiders can't get a shot on goal, though. They are able to keep the offensive zone momentarily. Now it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Blackhawks have it. Wonderful back check there by Samosi. Keeps that shot from getting on goal. Raiders fighting to keep that puck getting it on Bricker. They're going to be able to skate this out of the zone. Handoff does. He gains the neutral zone. Tries to gain the red line and dump it in deeper. Instead, it's poke checked away from him. Bigliotti now cuts out that pass. Sends that puck in deeper, and the Blackhawks will have to recover in their own defensive end. Blackhawks now have the puck in the neutral zone. Still in the neutral zone there. Blackhawks try and get that puck in deep. They backhand it. Only so far as Tanoff goes to recover in his defensive end. He uses the glass to get that puck up and out. Blackhawks will take over again in the neutral zone. Blackhawks still have the puck in their defensive end. Kalemba with the forecheck, rolls off one stick. Bigliotti tries to keep that in the zone. Must have gone out just by an inch or two. We'll get an offside call here with 10:39 left to go in the third period. It's Blackhawks 5, Raiders 1. Marchuka will lean in now. Wins that face-off forward, and Blackhawks come away with it, their defensive end. They go point to point, then diagonally through the neutral zone. They're skating with speed now, are the Blackhawks. It's a 3-on-3 the other way. Blackhawks have it on the forehand. They try and send a shot in. Bricker goes down, puck goes wide. Marchuka now skates out with the puck. He's all the way out of the zone. Here's Marchuka. He's in the offensive zone now. He's got the puck on his forehand. Bad angle shot, just gloved there and frozen by the Blackhawks goaltender. Another stoppage in play here at 10:13 left to go in the third period. Still Blackhawks 5, Raiders 1. Marchuka now leans in. Wins that puck forward on the forehand to the near corner. Goes to collect his own face-off win. Instead, the puck bounces high and wide. Blackhawks look to get that puck out of the zone. They do. They skate it out of the zone with speed through the neutral zone. They try and go weak side. Hits a skate instead. Marchuka tries to track it down. Blackhawks get there first. Petro tries to get his man out of the play with a heavy hit. Instead, the puck rolls right there to the Blackhawks. Oh, what a wonderful save by Jason Bricker, going post to post there to cut out that shot. He went so hard post to post, he actually knocked the net off its moorings. So we'll get a stoppage in play with 9:45 left to go in the third period. It was a wonderful, wonderful save as the Blackhawks forward came in front through the crease, and Bricker was able to go right to left with his blocker and get enough of that puck to keep it out of the net. Blackhawks win the faceoff, and they send that puck in deeper. They're in the offensive end now, working in the far corner. Berliner goes in to take his man off the puck. He does. Puck comes to Meyerowicz. Unable to get it out of the zone, though. Blackhawks send it in deeper. Now Gossler fires into the near corner to try and get that puck out. Bizarro in for support. He's on the forehand. He's going to have to reverse. He does. Over to Gossler. Gossler on the backhand. Takes a heavy hit to send that puck up. Only comes so far as the near half wall. Deflection there. Tries to go up and over Bricker. Instead goes wide at the cage. Raiders trying to pound that puck out of the zone now. Blackhawks giving them some time and space to do so. Bizarro has it on his forehand. He uses the boards to get that up to the blue line, but still not out. Blackhawks now have it in the mid-slot. One shot, two shot come in on Bricker. He's equal to the task on both. And now the Blackhawks have to recoil. Deflection in the slot, doesn't reach the net. Goes wide. Bizarro has it on the forehand again. He sends that over to Meyerowicz. Still not out of the zone, though. Blackhawks still looking to get another shot in on Bricker before this puck leaves the zone. Blackhawks keep the zone again. They're at the point. They send that puck in over to Berliner. Berliner has the puck, and he's able to pass that out of the zone to himself. Raiders cleared the zone, but the puck comes right back into the offensive zone for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks able to take the puck momentarily off the Raiders, but we're going to get a whistle here for interference on the Blackhawks. At center ice, Bizarro was taken out of the play. Looked like we had a delayed penalty as the puck had just been released before that by the Blackhawks players. The Blackhawks touched up, 8:20 left to go. Blackhawks down to 4 skaters due to a 2-minute interference penalty, and we'll get an offensive zone draw here for Bigliotti, Samosi, and Kalemba as the forward lines. Tanoff and Krashlevsky out there as the defenders. Raiders win that faceoff, but the puck escapes the point. Now the Blackhawks are on the break. It's a partial break here. Tanoff back on the back check. Shot goes wide on the 2-on-1 there for the Blackhawks. Nice defending by Tanoff. Push that pass wide, and then the shot even wider. Blackhawks still in the offensive end down a skater. Raiders do recover there. Samosi has the puck on his stick. It's poked off his stick momentarily, but he has it back at the far half wall. Sends that puck over to Bigliotti. Some stick work there. Keeps the puck on the Raiders' stick, and Bigliotti's able to clear the zone, but without possession. Blackhawks just fire that weak side. They gain the offensive zone again. Blackhawks content to kill time in the offensive zone here. They try and round Bricker, unable to do so, and the Raiders come away with the puck. Samosi has it on his stick through the neutral zone. It's a 2-on-2, but he's told to get the puck in deep and make a change, and that's what he does. Blackhawks take over there. Blackhawks in their own defensive zone, still down a skater for another minute and 3 seconds. Blackhawks happy to dance in the defensive zone with the puck. The Raiders will need to forecheck here to take the puck over. They do. Berliner has the puck. He sends a shot in on the goalie, and it's another nice save there by the Blackhawks goalie, keeping this a 4-goal game with 7:09 left to go. 50 seconds left on the penalty. It's going to be an offensive zone draw here for the Raiders as they look to put a 2 on the board. Berliner's going to lean over for this faceoff. Marchuka and Hyder out there as the defensive pair. Shot comes in from the point by Hyder. Gloved just wide by the Blackhawks goalie. And now they look for that home run pass. Instead, the puck's going to come all the way to Bricker. He's going to be able to stick that over to the far half wall. Shot comes in again on Bricker. Nice stick save there. Now the Blackhawks send it up to the point. Rolling puck hits the outside of the cage. They try and go around Bricker. Instead, the puck just rolls through the crease. Guided there by Bricker. And now the puck nearly out of zone. Still 20 seconds left on the power play for the Raiders as the Blackhawks take over in their own end again. They look to send that puck all the way up and out of the zone. Instead, it'll go for an icing. There's 14 seconds left to go on the power play for the Raiders with this offensive zone draw coming up. Still Blackhawks 5, Raiders 1. 6:34 left to go in this game. Looks like Meyerowicz is going to take this draw. He's got Kalemba and Pizarro out there as forwards with him. Blackhawks win that puck forward, and now the break is on. It's a 2-on-1. Aiden tries to get back. 2-on-1 does not connect. Nice stick by Aiden. Sees him slide all the way into the boards, but break up that pass. Ooh, some heavy back checking there by Meyerowicz. Plants his man into the crease and separates him from the puck. No shot off there. Bricker without a stick. He goes to recover now. Blackhawks have possession in the offensive zone. Bricker has his stick back. Puck comes through the slot. Nice save there. Bricker does enough to send that to the near corner. 5:59 left to go as the Raiders take over and skate through the neutral zone. Gosler now has the puck. He's got it on his forehand. Tries to send a shot in. Instead, it's deflected up and into the bubble, and we'll get a stoppage in play at 5:52 left to go in the third period. So Bricker staying calm, cool, and collected back in his own crease there without his stick momentarily. Making a couple of nice saves as the puck goes the other way, and the Raiders get a shot off that was deflected into the bubble. Now the Blackhawks win the ensuing faceoff. Blackhawks still looking for that home run pass to get a deflection on that long shot in. So there's some icing is waved. Blackhawks able to keep the offensive zone, but only momentarily as we get an offside call as the puck bounced over a Blackhawk stick. Refs wanting to move this game along a little bit. Getting a let's go to the players. Don't think they're cheering them on so much as trying to get them to move a little bit faster. It is late on a Friday night for everyone. Raiders win that faceoff. Berliner comes in the offensive zone. He's on the forehand. Shot comes in. Blackhawks goalie saves that shot. Rebound in front. Nobody home for the Raiders. Raiders keep that offensive zone for a moment until the Blackhawks are able to pump that out. Raiders take over at their own blue line. Instead, though, the Blackhawks come away with it in the neutral zone, and they gain the offensive zone. Soft pass there sees the Blackhawks look to get another shot on goal. Still at the far half wall for the Blackhawks. The Raiders are able to separate the Blackhawks from the puck. Can't skate it out of the zone, though. Blackhawks turn the other way and look for some help in the offensive zone. They get it. That angle shot comes in on Bricker. He's able to just freeze it down right there. He releases it to his centerman, Berliner. Berliner sends that puck up, but not out of the zone. Bigliotti goes to try and get the puck out of the zone. Instead, the Blackhawks send that in deeper with 4:42 left to go. Raiders need a goal, and they need it in a hurry here. Samosi goes to get that puck off the boards and send it out of the zone. Sends it up to the blue line, but not out just yet. Fauci now takes over at his own end boards behind Bricker. He reverses on over to Tanoff. Tanoff sends it up to Samosi. Samosi with a diagonal pass, weak side all the way to Bigliotti. It's good vision there. Bigliotti sends that puck in for the line change that's coming behind him. Bigliotti clears the ice. 5 new skaters out there for the Raiders. Blackhawks take over in their defensive end. They've got a little bit of time here. They gain the neutral zone. Now send that puck in deep once they gain the half line. Blake Hyder goes to collect. Sends that puck up to Marchuka into the neutral zone. Sits there. But we get a stoppage in play here. Looks like maybe we have a door or equipment issue. You get a penalty, but no signal yet from the referee as to what the call is. Well, if it's a door issue, I doubt that's what the penalty's for. Might have been a too many men on the ice call. Either way, the Raiders end up with 5 skaters, Blackhawks with 4. By the way, if you had 3:51 left to go in the third period before my first Skyliners reference, you win the jackpot. Blackhawks come away with the puck in the defensive end. They send it through the neutral zone, and the Raiders will have to track it down here on the power play. Raiders send that right back into the neutral zone from the defensive end, but the Blackhawks have possession. Blackhawks still with possession, look to dump that in deep. They do. 3:27 left to go here in the third period. Blackhawks in on the forecheck, able to take the puck from the Raiders. Puck sits there momentarily, and the Raiders come away with it. Blackhawks wanted a call there for roughing at the end boards. Instead, play continues on. Blackhawks just send that puck in deeper again from the neutral zone all the way into the Raiders' defensive end. Nate Koslewski has the puck now on his forehand. Passes that puck up, looking for the home run pass to Petro. Instead, it's going to go for an icing as the pass just evaded Petro's stick. 2:56 left to go here in the third period. 1 minute even on the power play for the Raiders. Still Blackhawks 5, Raiders 1. Meyerowicz will lean over this defensive zone draw. Pizarro out there with him. Blackhawks win that. Bricker's able to glove that down. Just freezes the puck there. 2:52 left to go now. The play took all of 4 seconds for the Blackhawks. Same draw. Raiders come away with it this time, though. Meyerowicz has the puck. He's got Pizarro up on his right. Dangles one man. Tries to send that over to Pizarro. Finally cut out by the Blackhawks in the neutral zone, and Gossler will recover there for the Raiders. Gossler has the puck on his forehand. He skates the puck into the offensive end, sends a long shot in that's saved nicely by the Blackhawks goaltender. Puck rolls to the near half wall, and now out of the zone. Meyerowicz goes to recover. Meyerowicz does, sends it to Gossler, who's able to leave it there for Kalemba. Kalemba circles, turns, skates to the neutral zone. He's gained the offensive zone. He's at the near half wall, sends a backhand pass over to Pizarro, bounces on his stick, but Pizarro's able to recover. Send a bad angle shot. In fact, a good angle pass through the slot. Just can't connect with Kalemba. Instead, the Blackhawks come away with it. The game's getting stretched now. Blackhawks have a 2-on-1. Pass doesn't connect there. They send a bad angle shot in on Bricker. It bounces over his shoulder through the crease, and Pizarro is able to pick up the puck. Pizarro now skates with the puck. Penalty's over. Back to 5-on-5 skating. 1:50 left to go here in the third period. Pizarro looks to get the puck on his forehand and fake out his defender. Instead, the puck comes into the crease. Big hit there. Oh, we get a goal call. That's a goal call, folks. Looks like the Raiders have scored. That's a Raiders goal. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in front of the cage. Puck bouncing left and right. But that's going to be Blackhawks 5, Raiders 2. Unclear who's going to be credited with that goal. I'll have to check the score sheet afterward. What that means is the Raiders have a little bit of life in them with 1:42 left to go here in the third period, down 3 goals. Raiders win that faceoff. They pump it up to the neutral zone. Samosi goes to collect. Blackhawks beat him to it. Tanoff tries again. Tanoff again uses the boards up to Berliner. Berliner now sends that puck in deeper. Vigliotti tries to recover, but the Raiders are offside there with 1:30 left to go in the third period. Raiders with a big push here at the end of the game, trying to close this gap. Faceoff's going to come just outside the offensive zone for the Raiders. Berliner leans in, wins that back to Tanoff. Tanoff sends that puck in deeper. Now Berliner has the puck. He sends it over to Vigliotti, who sends it to the slot. Just misses Samosi. Samosi sends it up to the point. Fauci now on the forehand. Looks to send a long wrist shot in. Hits one man, then 2 in front. The Blackhawks come away with it. Blackhawks still with the puck. It's an empty net now for the Raiders. Raiders have an empty net, and the Blackhawks are coming in the offensive zone. Blackhawks still in the offensive zone. They missed the net there after being harassed by Samosi. 1:03 left to go. Empty net. The Blackhawks trying to get a shot on goal here. Raiders can't get that puck out of their zone. Defended nicely there by Fauci. Puck's deflected off his stick. And we'll get a stoppage in play as the puck goes out of play with 54.4 seconds left to go. Defensive zone draws. Bricker comes back out. The Raiders down 3. Looks like Marchuka's going to take this draw. Marchuka wins that draw. Blackhawks rub him off the puck. They try and send a shot in. Now Marchuka skates that puck out of his zone. Bricker leaves the net again. Raiders will get an extra skater on there. But it looks like the Blackhawks will take the puck. They send a shot in. This is wide of the cage. 37 seconds left to go here as there's a battle in the Raiders' defensive zone for the puck and an empty net. Now the Raiders skate away with the puck. Marchuka has it on his forehand. He's able to leave the zone. Looks like there's some pushing and shoving behind the play. It looks like it's Meyerowicz and a Blackhawks player both going to the box here. Well, the ref explaining exactly what the infraction was here. He does not seem happy with the Blackhawks player. 2 Blackhawks will end up in the box here. It's a 4-minute penalty to the Blackhawks and perhaps a 2-minute penalty to the Raiders. Yes, indeed. It's on the board now. 29 seconds left in this game. So it may all be academic at this point. But stranger things have happened. Don't turn that channel just yet. Marchuka's going to lean in for this offensive zone draw. Half a minute left. Marchuka wins that forward. Blackhawks try and send that puck out of the zone. They're happy with an icing. This is going to go all the way down, though. It's going to go in the net, in the empty net. That's a Blackhawks goal. They'll celebrate that goal. 24.7 seconds left. Blackhawks 6, Raiders 2. Now we're going to get a center ice faceoff after that goal. Marchuka wins that back to the Raiders, and the Blackhawks come away with it. Blackhawks now try and work in on Bricker. Instead, the puck rolls off their stick, and the Raiders try and send that puck out of the zone. Instead, it bounces there momentarily. Blackhawks still shooting on Bricker. Another nice save there. Now Marchuka skates that puck out of the zone. He's got a 2-on-1 developing if he hurries. Sends a long shot in as he's harassed by his man. Blackhawks goalie releases it just to keep the clock going, and there's the final bell. Well, that's Blackhawks 6, Raiders 2. Another thrilling end to the game, despite the scoreline, as the Raiders had a big push there and just came up short. Now, thanks for joining us up here at the Ice Hutch in Mount Vernon, New York. And again, don't forget to tune in all day tomorrow to Midnight Sports, starting at 10:30, continuing at 3, and ending at 7. We'll see you then. Stay safe.